As Napoleon once said, an army cannot march on an empty stomach. Today we'll be going over Mariuntor, the goddess of wisdom and science, and her contribution to Martian society. This is Simon, welcome to Soapbox, and today we're breaking down Mariuntor, the fifth god of the Martian Pantheon known as the 13. Let's get into it. The 7-year conflict between Earth and her colony Mars, the EDF, otherwise known as the Earth Defense Force, committed heinous war crimes, from burning down eco-farms and ecosystems to hospitals. They did everything in their power to hamper and cripple the ability of the Martians to fight back. This brutal warfare targeting the infrastructure of the Martians makes perfect sense once you understand how difficult it is to truly support life on Mars. On top of the fact that Earth had more weapons, money, budget, military systems, ships, infrastructure, name it, they had it. They had everything that they was required to beat Mars, and yet they were losing. You see, Mars was winning for one crucial component: guerrilla warfare. You see, the Martians were fighting from underground, employing hit-and-run tactics, asymmetrical warfare. They understood they were outnumbered and outgunned, and so they leveraged the austere environment of Mars to fight back against a far superior force of the EDF, otherwise known as the Earth Defense Force. Because of this growing capability to combat the EDF, this ability to stave off the onslaught from Earth caused a significant headache for the generals within the EDF, and they needed a solution, and this is why they attacked the infrastructure of Mars, making the combat much more difficult for the people of Mars. And this is where Mariuntor comes into play. You see, Mariuntor was a terraformist, a scientist dedicated to making Mars a livable biosphere. It's important to note that Mariuntor is very different than Solon and Hydranos. You see, Solon is the god of medicine, and in the lore, Solon was able to build underground hospital systems. Simultaneously, Hydranos' entire agenda was dedicated towards the distribution of water and water filtration systems on Mars. Mariuntor was very different than these two. You see, Mariuntor was focused on crops, agriculture, and growing food. And Mariuntor did this very well. You see, during the war, it was Mariuntor who orchestrated an entire corps of dedicated scientists. They built underground labs. They were able to grow crops and food, and they were able to isolate and synthesize oil, gasoline, bullets, you name it, they could grow it, or build it, or filter it, or use it. And this is what makes Mariuntor so important. Because at the end of the day, sure, Bargain had the pirate network able to sneak in logistics, seeds, and people. Simultaneously, Hydranos kept the water going, Solon kept the hospitals going, but it was Mariuntor who was able to streamline the logistical support of the army of Mars and keep things going. It would not be inaccurate to say that Mariuntor was one of the main reasons why the Martians were able to sustain such a successful campaign against Earth for so long. Had Mariuntor not been a part of the 13, it's very likely the Martians would have run out of food and equipment very quickly, despite having Bargain's pirate network. Within the modern context of 2600, Mariuntor is viewed as the goddess of wisdom and science. Within the pantheon of the 13, she is seen as being level-headed, speaking truth, and seeking justice. The followers of Mariuntor are simultaneously scientists and leaders. It's important to note that Julia, the second command of the Martian army in 2600 AD, is a follower of Mariuntor. It is Julia's example that is indicative of the followers of Mariuntor. Generally speaking, with some exceptions, usually people that follow Mariuntor are wise or are considered scholars or scientists. They are there to improve their society and help sustain life. This is also why followers of Mariuntor tend to stay away from big cities. You see, the corporations don't enjoy the fact that some people generally just want to do good in the world. They are often ostracized by the followers of Bargain and seen as goody two-shoes, so to speak. Now, of course, going back to Mariuntor herself, the people of Mars in 2600 have no idea what her actual name was. Her name was lost to time, and it is believed that she passed away during the nuclear bombardment of Mars, which led to her being venerated as the goddess of wisdom and science. Whether she's truly alive or she's gone and has truly become a divine entity is unknown. What is known, however, is that the followers of Mariuntor are a guiding beacon of light, generosity, warmth, and truth. This has been Simon. Welcome to Soapbox. If you enjoy lore like this, I encourage you to subscribe and follow. I am looking very much so to publishing my first book, The Golden Lance, part 1 of a 5-part series that covers the entire Milky Way in a grand space opera. Have a good day.